the period in question, he was both vice-president and president. And definitely, he cannot say that he was not aware. Indeed, if he says he was not aware, let's see. Apart from that, there was a Minister for Defense. There was also an attenderer, and they were aware of the material facts. And I'm saying that in keeping with the tenet of accountability, probity, and integrity, they ought to freely open up to the people. And it's quite ironic that the same person who is going for votes, campaigning for votes from the people, don't want to open up to the people on the Airbus scandal. That to me is unconscionable and ought not to happen.
The government lawyer also mentioned that Ghana is making substantial strides when it comes to dealing with corruption in the country.
Let's now listen to the Deputy Attorney General's interview on Joy FM, where he named former President Mahama as one of the government officials implicated in the Airbus bribery scandal.
26 countries, the UK, France, United States, as well as 23 other countries, including Ghana. And the government of Ghana had no role at all, so clearly it was unsolicited. It's something that was associated by events that occurred in the United Kingdom.
Okay.
That's the judgment of the Crown Court of England. And Ghana government owns that responsibility as a duty to the people to take it up. I think that clearly is the best form of, or the best demonstration of the fight against corruption, the best demonstration of a commitment to uphold the rule of law. It's by President Jonathan Kwekufadu to have ordered investigations into the matter. And that is what he has done. I think that we must allow this process to go on.
Now, I said finally, though, but one quick one also just before we go, because in your earlier submission, you mentioned that the people or person is going around campaigning. I would want to find out specifically from you who you're referring to.
Oh, I'm referring to the vice president who transformed into a president and won and lost the first one election to 2012 and lost 2016 elections.
And his name is?
Campaigning to come back again in 2020. And I'm saying that if...
Are you referring to Mr. John Dramani Mahama?
Absolutely.
Now, former Deputy Information Minister in the John Mahama administration, Felix Kwacho Fosu, rubbished the claims. He insists the claims of wrongdoing on the part of the former government officials are unfounded in the first place.
His pronouncements constitute nothing more than diversionary propaganda, which must be promptly dismissed. This is nothing more than bluster and posturing from a government that is wallowing in abject corruption. And I'm quite disappointed at the line of questioning of your presenter. He should have asked the Deputy Attorney General what specific offense he was accusing supposed government officials in the previous administration of committing, where in that deferred prosecution agreement or the approved judgment, it's a specific case or allegation made against any specific Ghanaian official, for which reason anybody must come forward.
I mean, bribery comes up because it was part of the...
Who has been accused of bribery? Can you point me out? Can you point out to me the exact portion of the approved judgment where any named Ghanaian official was accused of receiving a bribe?
A lot of references to the government official one, and he mentions that is John Dramani Mahama.
Evans, it would be irresponsible on your part and your media organization to channel the falsehood of the Deputy Attorney General and mention people's names and accuse them of bribery when there is no such claim in the deferred prosecution agreement or the approved judgment. That is why I asked you to read to me the specific lines where anybody that you are naming has been accused of bribery.